Hey, how's it going? It's Grant
And Shelby.
with the Garden of Eater, and today it is Thanksgiving week, and we are starting it off Monday, starting it off right with a giveaway. We've got 4 different giveaways planned for tonight, but before we announce what they are exactly, why don't we jump right into our live chat and try and stay with chat tonight.
Welcome in, Jamie and Scotty the Fish Freak. Welcome in. And yes, I love Killies too. How you doing, Frank? And Aaron's Waters buddy says 'tis the season. Oh. Hello, Mary Page. Welcome in. Hello, Crown Tail. And Dr. Anthony. And there is a auction on Saturday. Don't forget that.
On Skipper's channel.
Hello, Yellowstone Aquatics.
And the auction, the proceeds go towards Dr. Anthony's little Christmas fundraiser. It goes towards buying Christmas presents for the kids near his research center in Peru.
Welcome in, Lady R. And LJ, Laura from Shrimp and Snails, who said, I'm ready. Welcome in, Crypt Keeper. Oh no, cell service is bad for him.
But stay tuned, because even if Crypt Keeper cannot make it himself, we do have a little clip from Crypt Keeper to show tonight. We are starting a little segment off that we are going to, basically, it is the Crypt Keeper Aquatics question of the week. So we got the very first one for us this week, so stay tuned for that.
Laura said, lots of new Prego shrimp today. Awesome to hear. And thank you so much. I worked really hard. Super excited last live stream right after. I was like, I know what we're doing for the next one. We were supposed to announce it on that live stream and we didn't, but I got to working that night. I was like, I know what I'm doing. Welcome in, Jeff Kane. And we got Killer Kitty. Welcome. And Dr. Anthony is a YouTube member. That must be a re-up. Thank you. And your new member video.
That I'm okay with. No donations, though. You can be a member, though. Get you your free sticker and that 10% off discount code to our site, tgoeshrimp.com, which, however, by the way, right now, we are having our largest sale of the year. Our Black Friday sales have started early. Everything is buy 10, get 3 free, and several items on the website. Nearly everything except for the shrimp food is marked down 20 to 50% off. So that plus the discount plus the 10 buy 10 get 3 free, you can get a really killer deal on some of these shrimp.
Crip said, new rule, Scotty can only ask fish questions if Grant is willing to attempt to pronounce every one of them. That's pretty funny.
Nope.
Thank you so much, Killer Kitty. Said, can we appreciate this beautiful thumbnail? Oh my gosh, the fall color is getting me ready to be thankful. Yes, can't skip the Thanksgiving. Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah, we actually hired somebody to do some of our descriptions and whatnot for our videos and website. And the one thing I was not going to hire somebody to do is the thumbnails, because Shelby has a lot of fun doing them, and she's really good at doing it. So,
welcome in, Nano Aquarium Guy. And TJ Autocross, welcome in. Hello, Richard Reynolds and Michelle Morgan. And hello, Brooklyn Bell. Said, lurking while eating baked loaded potato with pulled pork. Sounds delicious. We just had a Friendsgiving with Eddie and Ariana, and it was wonderful.
And Lucas Bretz. How are you not going to say? Lucas Bretz was there.
I'm still
Nobody
shocked
knows
that
who Eddie and Ariana is. Everybody knows who Lucas Bretz and Sarah is.
Yeah. It was wonderful seeing them. Like it actually blew my mind that they were there. It's so great when all our friends start to cross over. So it was really cool. It was great. It's all the friends we have. Hello, Chris. Welcome in. PetSmart started their Black Friday deals.
And Richard, when were you driving to Tennessee? I thought you said
Thanksgiving.
It was for Thanksgiving, but I imagine it'd be sooner.
No, probably on Thanksgiving.
All right.
Welcome in Silver Creek Aquatics and Monster Fish Gal. Welcome.
If it's on Thanksgiving, let me know. I'll crank up the smoker. You can stop here for lunch.
Hello, Scuba Steve. Welcome in. Careful. I can
it's
hear that
fine.
when you kick that.
Yes.
No ponytails this time. No, they're actually taken out. It was one big one, though. Welcome in, Mason. Hello, Eric. Hi, Trey. Welcome in, Kara. And Darlene's Tanks says lurking while water changing. Yep. It's the best way to watch any live streams. Welcome in Zim's Aquatics and Hobbies and Snoochie Booch. Nate the Shrimp Nut. Well, I'm trying to catch up. Peplin Creek Aquatics, Andy Carson. Welcome. Do you have anything to say in between me reading?
No.
Welcome in,
just
Brandon.
Go. I'm trying to.
At Disneyland.
Oh my.
That's cool. Welcome in, Matt.
I was hoping you'd catch up a little bit on chat, and then we'd run the first giveaway for the
Welcome
early
in,
birds.
Beauty and the Buds. What are we deciding on the first one? Welcome in, Gary from Decoy Aquatics.
The first giveaway I figured we'd do is for a group of blue diamonds. Who doesn't love diamonds? So as the first gift, I give you guys diamonds. Hashtag diamonds. Starting now.
I hope I spelled that right. We're going to put that in there. Welcome in, Xanadu and Daniel. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh. Thank you so much, Eric, for the $10 super chat. Says, gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And turkeys. I don't know why our volume is so low.
Thank you, Mr. Y-Rock. Much appreciated. I hope the neighbors are fine. We've got a squad of ambulances and fire trucks driving down the highway, our street. And when we pulled up, they pulled up right behind us. I thought Shelby was getting pulled over again.
Stop.
I was driving.
Oh. Oh, man. People think I smoke. I just... I'm actually worried about myself. Hello, Malcolm Reynolds and Jennifer Weaver. Welcome in, Vibes and Geek Boy. Thank you all for joining us. Hello, Good Life Aquatics. Welcome. I think I caught up. Hello, Rob of Shrimp Envy and Lady Guppy Beast. Said 13, such an unlucky number. I'll only take 2. Making sure. Hello, Only Oscars. June. Welcome in.
What's up, Luke?
Welcome in, Luke. I think that's it. Thank you for tagging in I had one of my TikToks did pretty good on my other one. I think it's funnier on my TGOE, but my Shelby Scapes seems to be doing really good.
I started a TikTok that beat hers. I gave her a head start so I could catch up. And then
Guten Tag, Marcus.
She starts one after me and it blows by me in like a couple of days.
Yeah. I don't know how.
So you're responsible for all TikTok editing and videos from now on. Yep.
No.
All right.
I tried to help yours. What?
Nothing. I saw Scotty type my name. I was like, what is he saying?
You know what's funny is that in our name, I don't ever see them. Like, it doesn't jump out to me. You know, like how some people, if you have your phone, it'll work. But on the actual chat on StreamYard, it does nothing. They need to get that fixed. Hello, Dee Dee. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I did. It jumped on me again.
All right. Well, hashtag diamonds for those who have just come into chat. We are going to give away 10 blue diamond shrimp, plus a few extras to go in the bag.
Welcome in, Guppy Beast.
This is a relatively easy shrimp. Anybody that can keep fish alive should be able to keep these shrimp alive as well.
What time are we pulling that out at?
9:15 would be a good early pull time. I'll do 9:15, 9:45, 10:15, 10:45 for the giveaways tonight.
I hope someone else got that because I wasn't listening to him at all. Jamie, yes, you do get Aquachar if you win.
A nice box. We'll holiday wrap it and everything for you.
The volume was pretty loud here. Yeah, it's not loud at all for us.
Anybody have any questions before we bring up Crypt Keeper's shrimp question of the week? I feel like
Hello, Night Owl Arium.
We'll bring that up on the hour.
Welcome in, Renee House. And Craig, welcome in. Where was it? I wasn't listening earlier when you told me where to download it.
Oh, on Messenger. Somebody bring up a question. I'll answer the question, and Shelby can dive into the video from Crypt Keeper.
I've been obsessing with shrimp for quite some time now. Okay. Is it the first or second one?
I imagine that's the second one.
Keeping fish alive. Why is that a requirement?
I'm just using that as an example. Anybody that can keep fish alive can also keep shrimp alive. However, I always tell everybody keeping shrimp is a lot easier. We couldn't have 400 aquariums in the house and most of them, majority of them, shrimp and be able to travel and do all of this stuff that we do if they were all fish without hiring somebody. If they're all fish, for sure, I would have to teach somebody tank by tank exactly how to handle every tank while we were away. And that's just not the case with shrimp. They're super easy. You could leave for like 2 months at a time as long as the tank is set up properly, and they'll be just fine.
Marcus says, I still have some empty tanks, too many actually. So hopefully you win one of the 4 giveaways tonight. We fix that problem. Hello, Arctic Winds. Welcome in. Hello, Lakeisha Mills. Said, hey, Gran. Hey, Shelby.
One of the giveaways you could fill all 4 tanks with.
Said you should have Aquachar as a giveaway for sure.
Not tonight, sadly, but with one of the giveaways, you could potentially get Aquachar with it. So it's up to you.
Welcome in, 3G.
We do have something planned for next month. I know it is Fish Fam Christmas. However, we will be doing our own little holiday giveaways. I think this is the very first one. So until the new year, you can expect a giveaway every single week. We are also like 120 or less than 130 subscribers away from being at our 4,000 mark. And then we have a really big giveaway planned for the 4K. We'll probably hit it before the new year, especially once Shelby and myself start putting together some more videos. Those are also going to be on the upcoming. It's just on Crypt Keepers. You're almost there. Those will be upcoming because today, me and Shelby, we did some brainstorming, got together, and got all the notes that we needed for the Triple Crown video. I'm sure we missed something when we go through the videos and add it on. But we also did the next video for Aquashella in Dallas, as well as a tour video to Shrimp Pimpin's house. And then we have the Keystone Clash video, as well as everything that needs to be uploaded and done for the Space Shrimp. And if you haven't been following along with us so far, we actually were part of an endeavor to send shrimp up into space this year. So we'll have all of those details, video footage, and everything like that ready to be put up as well 30 seconds until the giveaway. So this is your last chance to hashtag diamonds. I think there's 45 entries and there's 65 people in chat right now. So hashtag diamonds to get in on the Blue Diamond Neocaridina shrimp giveaway. These guys are easy. Anybody can take care of these if you're into shrimp.
Welcome in, Joe. Says, do Neo stop breeding in October and November because of the change of weather?
So that is a shrimp myth. I think it's probably maybe last year. Was it last year that we posted the video breeding shrimp in the
Might be
wintertime?
2 years now.
There's that myth that goes around, and myself, I believe this when I first got started in the hobby. Let's leave this up. Let's run the giveaway real quick. This is a long question, a long answer.
All right, hold on. Careful.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
I tried to stop and I fixed it. It made it worse.
You're not fixing it.
I'm horrible. I got big feet. We needed proper station. I didn't have time to go shopping for one.
Let's go.
All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Send us an email at greateater@gmail.com with all of your information and address, and we will be shipping those out for you most likely next Monday because of the holiday shipping and Thanksgiving. Monday is probably the next safest time to shrimp out any orders that haven't already been placed. All right. So that is the first giveaway tonight. If you didn't miss out on that one, guys, do not worry. We will be starting another giveaway here in 15 minutes, and we'll let that run for another 15 before we pull that one as well. So back to the breeding in the wintertime. When we first got into the hobby, this was like a myth that went around, and because I had also done landscaping, I had kind of taken the wintertime as like my vacation break to kind of like recuperate through the year. And while shrimp breeding wasn't very much during that year because I didn't try. I didn't do any water changes. I barely fed them. They didn't move around too much. And then when we sold the landscape business and started doing shrimping full time, I got into a routine. And when it became winter, I was like, I know if I stop my routine and I just play video games all winter, when it comes spring and everything's ready to start breeding again, I'm going to have a really hard time breaking back into it, getting off the couch, and actually getting things done. So I stuck to it, and I stayed on the routine until the very end of spring. And what I noticed was almost all of my tanks, say I had 155 tanks, almost all of them except for 5 tanks were breeding throughout the entire winter. I might not have had as fast growth rate and as fast cycles of clutches of babies of eggs, but I still had breeding in 150 tanks. Now, if you took out any month out of that year and said, oh, how many tanks do you have? 155. How many tanks are breeding? I still had issues in like 5 tanks at any given moment. Like Auroras, the Super Crystal Reds. Those are shrimp that kind of, the red calcios, those are shrimp that kind of gave me a little bit of issue throughout certain points of the year, but it wasn't really dependent on weather and winter or anything like that. The other thing is also during the winter time, for people that are having issues, you can kind of trick them. If your shrimp are slowing down and not doing any breeding, increase your amount of water changes you're doing. And when you do that, you can also increase the amount of food you feed as well. So doing this into the winter months and actually reversing it, and instead of doing less in the winter, you do a little more. I actually get more breeding during the cooler months out of the year than I do in the summer, just because during the summertime, you have a little more issues with the heat and stuff like that. So outside, though, where the temperature is dropping into the 30s for the Neos, the shrimp definitely slow down. Some of them like totally disappear to the point where I think we've sold out of way too many of the shrimp, and I've only got like 10 or 20 that, no yawning, 10 or 20 that I'm going to be able to go with, be able to start breeding with the next season. And out of nowhere, the very first warm week of the spring, all of the shrimp come out of the woodworks, like they were buried underneath the substrate or all underneath the pots or the filter, just hurtled up on top of one another. I know they're cold-blooded. They're not warm-blooded creatures, so they can't create their own body heat. So grouping together, it doesn't really make sense. But maybe there is like warm pockets inside the tanks that they're just all herding together, and they've found. Maybe they're just like, I don't know, crushing snails, and there's like something in that just burns off a little bit of the temperature, because there's always less snails come springtime.
Oh, because they can't survive the cold like everything. But in the video, it shows we show the temperatures of each pond. Welcome in, Spaghetti Nona, and Chattanooga Ed. Welcome in. June asks Grant, I have found redhead blue body neos in a tank. Do you know what they are besides cool looking?
So the red really blue bodies is definitely the shrimp. We've been breeding and working on those since like one of our very, very first crosses that we did. We took red cherries and blue velvets and we got red really blue bodies. So that was kind of like the spark that started me buying all the shrimp and trying to cross them all to make something new. If that never happened and I ended up with wild type shrimp, still that was pretty cool probably to me at the time because I didn't have wild type neos. But I definitely thought there was way more opportunity because I made something different. But they're definitely worth breeding out. I wish I kept my original colony. I started another one back up like just before COVID, I think. But the popularity of those kind of like goes up and down. But they're definitely one when they're in popularity, everyone wants them.
Welcome in, Timothy Reed and Lonnie. How you guys doing? Yes, the next one is about to start. When are we starting the next one?
At the 30-minute mark, so about eight and a half minutes until the
Started
next.
at 30 and then pull it at 45.
Yeah, it gives people 15 minutes. So that way you got to stay during the whole stream. You can't just check in every 30 minutes and win a live. It's not going to work.
Lakeisha says, getting ready to breed some boa shrimp. Looking forward to trying some other shrimps too. Win or not, I'll be checking that website out for some shrimp. Thank you.
So one of the things that we've gone through this week and tackled, now that the new rack is officially finished, I know there's no water in these tanks, but it's on purpose. I'll go over that in a little bit. But I'm back on a routine of actually doing my job. Everybody knows Shelby handles everything but water changes. So I've actually had like a 5-week, 10-week hiatus where I haven't done water changes on certain tanks.
I say it's good. It's fine.
Shelby's been cracking the whip and like do water changes on my fish over there and there. So I've been doing those, but the shrimp.
Well, some of them that necessarily needed it. Yes, I asked.
The shrimp have been on the back burners, but I've kind of been telling everybody you can get away with that with shrimp. But as soon as that like 10-week mark is up, you need to jump in and you need to get done with your 50% water changes. So in the next 2 weeks, I should be throughout the entire house, all finished up. But Shelby is going to go through and scrape the front of glass so we can start taking pictures. And one of the beautiful tanks that we have in the bedroom, actually 3 tanks of Galaxy Pintos, but 2 of them throw some really nice boas. And so we got some pictures. We threw those on our Facebook today. So if you don't follow us on Facebook, check us out.
Aaron asked, have you tried the new Biostratum?
It is in this tank right there. You can't see it. It's above this one. And then we have another tank on the other side of the rack. We haven't done any water testing. Maybe that's something we'll try and like achieve before the next stream. Is it inert? Does it buffer? Find out next week. Stay tuned.
Welcome in, Larry D. And Beta Aquatics. Thanks for joining us.
Also, Larry
Hello.
D. One of the things we'll be working on next week is the traveling tank. Check out Larry D's channel if you have not. He had the traveling tank before us, and they gave it to us at the Keystone Clash. We've been super busy. The new rack is done. I can take some tanks off of the counters in the kitchen this week.
Yeah.
Move those into the garage because there's room in the garage now that all the tanks are now on the rack where they belong. And that gives us counter space to do some fun projects. And the very first project we will be doing is the traveling tank. I've got some cool ideas. We may or may not have caught some newts that might be going in the traveling tank. I'm not sure yet, but maybe a paludarium.
Welcome in, Gone Shrimpin'. Shrimp in space, so cool.
We could do like a really cool biotope traveling tank and do like least killies at one side, mollies. We could. It would look really American flagfish for the back. That's a background right there, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That'd And then one of the other things I got to do this week is I got to build a platform. I already have a tank cycled for Dr. Anthony's wild green discus, but I would like to add on a canister filter for a little extra flow and bio load to handle it. The tank is maturing quite well, though, so I'm quite happy with that.
Welcome in, Color Guppies. I saw a few people in Mississippi Hippie Fishies, David Bearden, Essie Catahulas. Welcome in, everybody. And Killer Kitty said, what was the sale going on the website again?
Everything is buy 10, get 3 free. That means the same species. So you can't buy 2 of this, 2 of that, and get the special. You have to buy 10 of the same exact type. This works for moss. This works for food. Anything you buy 10 of, you will get 3 automatically added onto your order. You don't have to do anything else. It's not going to show. We're just going to add it in. And then on top of that, all of the shrimp, all of the plants, and our soy ahoy shrimp food is marked down 20 to 50% off. And then if you're a member to our YouTube channel, you can also get that added on 10% with that. And then remember, guys, everything is everything is free shipping on orders over 100. There's a lot of orders that are just like right underneath. You could add on 2 more shrimp or so and then get an extra $15 to spend on your order and qualify for free shipping. So something to think about.
Steve said my yellow shrimpers got eggs under their belly. I noticed the other day 2 yellows actually have eggs. I was going to send you a video of them.
And Scuba Steve, if you could do me a favor, please, can you message me a picture and what kind of fish and what category you won at the Triple Crown for the video? Because I have footage of both of your fish, but before they handed out the awards. So I would like, if you can give me a picture that we can use for the video with the award of your fish, that would be lovely, and Shelby can add that in for you. I'd love to give you the credit where credit is due.
Welcome in. Brian said, can Neocaridina and Endlers be a good mix in the same tank, given that both can increase in population quickly?
So whenever somebody asks me what is a good shrimp and fish to breed together, it is Neocaridina and Endlers. They are the 2 easiest, and they're not as compatible as I'd want them to be. The adults, the females especially, the bigger ones when they're pregnant or after they release babies, they'll definitely snack on some of your baby shrimp. However, enough hiding spaces. And if you start your shrimp population first and then add in your Endlers, the 2 of them should be able to breed enough that you can sell a little bit of each out of that tank, and the colony shouldn't take a big hit.
Welcome in, Danikin.
How's it going, guys?
Thank you, Scuba, for reminding people to hit that like button. I always forget.
Much appreciated.
Get in there. We're just now catching up to where like everyone won.
Oh man.
Glass box swimmers, welcome in. It's funny. We get so far behind really
Well, then I'll
fast.
start talking and I'll go off about something, and then the question will come up 2 scroll clicks down, and then I'm paused, or you're paused because I'm going on for so much.
Yeah.
So what's the routine? What is your routine? Z's World asks. Our routine is basically Shelby has 3 or 4 days off of the week, but I do all the water changes throughout the week if we're not doing orders. We have like 12 stations throughout the house. I try to hit each station every other week, 1 time. So that way the entire house gets a water change done every other week. And then we do 40 to 50% water changes. And then I'll basically do all my water changes in the morning, fill up as many tanks as I possibly can with my available RO water. And then throughout the rest of the day, I'll fill up all of the cans of trash cans with RO water, and then I'll premix all of my minerals for the next day. So, and then the night before, though, Shelby goes through, scrapes the tanks, cleans any filters that need to be done, and also takes care of the lids, the rims, any like detail work, any of that like shrimp or fish food that kind of
fast.
It goes around the tanks that the dogs can't get their hung on. The definitely be issues higher up than lower, but yeah. She takes care of all that, and then I just do the water chemistry, and then
because you don't necessarily need the tanks to look beautiful. I like them to look beautiful. I like them to look pristine. Now the sides of the tank always stay green because like there's no reason to scrape that. It's really good for the shrimp. But I like to see in. It's better to see what's going on in the tank than it always be green. Because you could do water changes and still have green glass around it and still have crystal clear water. It doesn't matter about the green on the glass, but it's good for shrimp. But I like to scrape it because it looks nicer. It just looks cleaner.
And with it being 12 days every 12 days in a 14-day period, we do get like 2 days off for shipping on Mondays. We usually don't do any water changes because we have 20 to 40 orders that go out. So the next one, hashtag, you're going to use that. No, that's too big.
No, that's too much.
I'm sorry. It's my hashtag. Hashtag.
What's this giveaway for?
For the boost. So hashtag little boosty.
No.
Then you should just come up with the hashtags and stop asking me for my opinions. I hate when she does this. She's like, "What do you want?" And I tell her exactly what I want. She's like, "Nah, it's horrible. You need to do something else." So,
all right.
Hashtag little boost. Shelby will put it in.
It's at the bottom, just so you know. How do you spell it for
little boosty boo?
We got one entry already.
That's probably
so Laura said, "Oh yeah." Laura said about wintertime thing. I hadn't any buried females and quite a few. We've been getting snowstorms here in Pennsylvania a lot, but now that the storm stopped, bam, a whole bunch of buried females.
Well, maybe the snowstorm forced you to do a water change, though, and that's what caused them to breed. I'm not saying that's it, or maybe you fed them a little more, but I'm not saying that the fish and shrimp can't definitely feel storms rolling over, because like doing water changes during a storm before or after is a good way to get your fish to spawn. A lot of it has to do with the darkness outside too. So if you only run your lights on like 6 to 8 hours and it's really dark outside for those other periods of time that the daylight isn't going on, so your lights aren't even getting that natural light, they think that it's safer and they'll start breeding because not as many predators can see them when it's darker outside during the storms.
I do believe pressure does help. So like in general, winter and everywhere, there is a drop in the pressure, but like snowstorms, there's going to be even more of a drop. That's why it's a big storm instead. So it probably would cause the shrimp to like hold off, but like they're not going to stop breeding. There's things that stop breeding completely during any kind of cold weather. Like you would not be able to get a warm, temperatured reptile or something like that needs warmer weather to breed in the wintertime. It's just not going to happen. But shrimp, however, if you mimic the temperature in the tank and mimic everything else, like it would be during the summer, they usually tend to breed.
Even outside, we get breeding in the coldest of water temperatures out there.
Yeah.
It's just slower period of time where they have to hold on to the eggs longer, and then it seems like anything that's born in the winter is not going to be ready until the spring. And some of the shrimp that are born in the spring, they grow so fast that they catch up to all the ones born in the winter too.
Terrible with pronouncing this. Mirek or Mirik, welcome in. And hello, Bipolar Fish Keeper. Hopefully today's a good day. Not a good joke. Not a good one. Welcome in, Robert from Ray Aquatics.
How's it going, man?
Hello, Richie Vega. Welcome in. WB said, got any tips for heater suction cups sticking to the Rubbermaid stock pond? Got heaters today. Lost a few guppies with that cold day yesterday. Thinking crazy glue. Feeling like a bad fish dad.
Yeah, no, I would do crazy glue for sure. Any suction cups that I can't get to stick to the glass, we will be just super gluing them on. Almost everything comes off of the suction cups, And then if you ever really had to go in and take the suction cup off and use that tank, it's a quick razor blade, and all of the super glue is going to come off anyway. So I'd much prefer those, and I almost did it to all of the sponges on the new rack. I was going to pre-super glue them all in, but they're all double suction cups, and they tend to stay on a little bit longer. And sometimes I like to move them up and down when I do water changes. If I drain the tank too low, I like that option of being able to raise them up and down if I can. But if they're not sticking, I'm super gluing them for sure.
But I really like the Zoom Ed ones. If you could get a Zoom Ed one, you'd have to have 2 of them in a pond like that, which I would suggest anyways, because you always want a backup heater anyways. But they kind of can go at the bottom and like sit there. They're really nice. So I don't like the ones that have to be suction cup to the side. That drives me crazy.
Well, just not very high wattage. You need a lot of them for a pond outside.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how big the pond is, but I mean, if it's like 100-gallon pond, you could have two of those heaters, and it wouldn't be a problem.
Jamie, #mom.
Nate said, I have 4 or 5 of the red and blue Rillies in my coal tank. Nice.
Yeah, if you have red cherries or blue dreams, there's something that can pop out.
A lot of times wilds will even throw some Rillies. It'd be crazy. I've seen it. It says, I've got your blue and yellow shrimps, and they're doing great.
All right, so quick update on the rack behind us. The bottom row on the other side, this rack right here holds 90 10-gallon aquariums. The H row is 9 tanks front and back, and then we have 5 rows all the way up to the ceiling. And the bottom row on the back half is all the Moonlight substrate. It is just white sand. Yeah, it goes, and then it goes, and then it stops because of the fan in the ceiling, or else we'd keep going. If we could get a ladder,
that was dramatic.
We'd keep going. And there's more. There's 2 rows underneath that you can't. No, just 1 row. I'm sorry, 1 row underneath that you can't see.
Yeah.
And so the back row is inert substrate, white sand. It's Carib Sea Moonlight sand. So we're going to be doing some green emerald, some black rose, some blue dream, some blue diamond, some Bloody Mary, and a couple of different of Shelby's fish on those substrates, some guppies for sure. And then on the other side, opposite of that, we have the samurai soil. That is a true and blue substrate for us. I like the color because it's not too dark, but just dark enough that the yellows, the orange, the red cherries, shrimp like that are going to do the slight camouflage. They'll actually look like they're in their Sunday's best rather than hiding in their camouflage trying to hunt deer.
Any tips for Pintos and Galaxy?
Consistency. So you got to get that pH low. Once you have that pH low, make sure you're doing proper water changes. Use GH only minerals with RO water. Feed every other day, and that's about as simple as you can basically get it. If you don't know the proper way to set up your Caridina tanks, we have 2 videos. That's basically everything you need to know on breeding Caridina shrimp, and it's the exact same. But if you're wondering about culling and stuff like that, headgear is very important. Focus on the dots on the head. Remove anything that doesn't have dots and proper headgear, and then go for backlines and your fancy fish bones and stuff like that.
Or whatever you prefer. Great, Shelby. My shrimp tanks have exploded with fry. I love seeing the little shrimplets. Oh, that's
I should
so
ask
great
you
to
that
hear.
question since you have your Galaxy Pintos.
My what? They don't exist. They're not for sale.
I was trying to give them away tonight.
Rich.
She's like, absolutely not.
They're my babies. I talk to them. Richie said my tangerines and raccoons are doing really good and all passed in the last few weeks. Tried everything. Oh no. I wonder what happened.
I would be worried about maybe burning incenses or candles, Febreze, something like that. Also, it is that time of the year where like a lot of critters and stuff are like seeking to come inside. So if it's warm and you might have like sprayed for bugs or something like that, a chance that a bug that was poisoned got into the water. If you have any aquachar, try throwing that in. And the other possible thing, oh,
Yeah.
no. The other thing is if you had any aquachar, trying to throw that in might have helped you out. Sorry to hear.
Oh, we're supposed to pull. Oh, 45 we pull it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
we're
So
good.
don't forget, hashtag Lil Boos. Nate said, your pics on Facebook today were all beautiful looking shrimp. Yes. I got some cool videos that are coming out on my original TikTok, the TGOE one, of some of them. Where are you going with that? Because that is hooked to the internet.
The boost is right there, though. It's not all of it. You're getting a clump, but it is a nice clump of boost. I just wanted to show that. I knew I didn't have to move too far. We're surrounded by aquariums here. I told my golf buddies. I told my golf buddies the other day. I was like, "Yeah, I added another 90 aquariums into the living room, and it's just crickets. Not a single word. JP, Matt, nothing. It's just like
I told him to get rid of those friends. They're not good friends.
But nobody else wants to go golfing. All right.
I want to go golfing. I'm just really bad at it, so it's going to take twice as long. So Nano Aquariums guys said, Grant, just wondering, how do you keep track of when and which tanks you do water changes on? Keep a log?
So we do the bedroom first, and then we do this big rack of 110 gallon tanks. Mm-hmm. But I'll skip this one this week. There's no point in doing this. We just did it. Then I do the kitchen, and then I do the rack by the front door, and then I do the hallway. And I do Layla's room, Jaden's room, and then I start everything all over again. And then I kind of like tinker with the ponds outside, just when I feel like they need it. Everything in the house will get done every other week. Sometimes I'll let the ponds go every other month, or not every other month, once a month. Some months they get done every other week for sure, but they just don't need it. There's so much water volume. And they don't have that much shrimp in them. The bio load is really low. We don't overfeed. If anything, we underfeed those tanks for sure. And then just staying on that routine is just simple.
Larry D says, looking forward to seeing what you're doing with it. Dee Dee said, congrats on the kitchen counter clean off. Yeah, it'd be clean off to put more tanks on. Always. It doesn't matter. I've been with him for... we're about to be 13 years.
No, I can't even say anything because if you haven't seen one of my talks yet, I say one of our talks because we will be doing a talk next year for sure, 100%, whether it's at the Keystone Clash or somewhere else. But it's called the Powerhouse. But I do have some jokes about Shelby's rules, so I can't do them here. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Welcome in.
She's a rule
Can't pronounce
breaker.
Your name.
That's why I keep her.
Oh man, I'm just very forgiving.
She's not scared to trespass, and I'm like, when I say stick this in your purse, she doesn't ask questions. Just kidding. She asks too many questions. That's the problem.
I did have one time someone dropped a pack of Red New Gum outside of Publix when I was growing up, little tiny pack, and I picked it up and I was so happy to find this pack of gum. I put it in my pocket. I get like 3 feet away from the door and I start crying and I run back inside and I told the cashier, I was like, I stole this piece of gum outside and found it on the ground, and the person started laughing and was like, you can have it. Have a good day. And I thought I had stole something. I felt so bad. So bad. Lakeisha asked, any tips for getting Paracaridina blue? Got a group of them in with my Caridina, and they seem to be happy and healthy. Not really breeding size yet, but hoping for some babies.
So they like the TDS a little bit lower than most Caridina shrimp. So 110 is not that bad for them. They might be a little better off if you kept them in a tank all by themselves.
Welcome in, Gina.
Sorry.
Killer Kitty said, just seen the Dragon Ball and the Yellow Neo picture on your website. The awesome little shoving grass.
So that right there is part of the reason why I don't want to like update the website. I also
we don't have them anymore, do we? One of the tanks, I think it's buried in the substrate so much you can't find it.
I think it's in Jaden's room, but we still have most of the Dragon Balls. But yeah, I like it. That's why the website hasn't been updated for so long.
Yeah. It was when did we get that? That was when Jaden was like 2 years old.
No, that was like when we first started keeping, so probably 8 or 9 years ago. But it was for fish and stuff like that. And Jaden had a birthday party or something, and we wanted to have something for like my cousins and stuff to do. I gotta go check on the water. I'm doing the water change.
Oh no. If you're flooding, I'm gonna be very mad. He's already flooded the first rack, the brand new rack. Just letting you know, you owe me a plant. He owes me a plant. Yeah, we have that weird gap. We're gonna fill in with plants. It's definitely gonna be it. Marcus says, "Can I buy now or have it shipped the week after Thanksgiving?" Yes, just leave it in the comments down below. And just put a note that says ship on this date or yeah. You didn't flood, did you? Maybe. Beta Clark says, can you do guppies in place of inlers in a tank profit with Neo shrimp? So most of the guppies get too big and will eat the shrimp, or if not the shrimp babies. I have a lot of tanks that have both guppies and shrimp in them. I have tons of different fish with shrimp. I even have Achilles fish, bigger Achilles fish. They're okay. They just don't breed very well, and they do eat the babies. So, like, I don't see much breeding. If you have a very heavily planted tank, they can hide. You could still have some buried females, and then the babies can grow up, and you could do all right with them. But if you're looking to breed a lot, I would suggest a smaller fish and heavily planted tank. Grant will check that when he gets back. Welcome in, Scotty Aquati. Hello, Pierston. Any crazy tank Black Friday deals y'all seen? Not crazy. Just the same normal. I think Petco has their $1 per gallon sales going on right now. That's usually the best you'll get. I haven't seen there, unless you're looking for terrariums or something. Usually they have those like 50% off during Black Friday.
So basically, a little water went over the side because I lifted the lid, but I caught it at the right time. I had it. All right.
Killer Kitty said, Moss versus subwater tank. Which do Neos prefer? They do not care. Both are great. If you have softer water, it usually grows a lot faster. So both of them are really good. They really don't care. I don't think they would prefer either. Now, if you like the look of them, I think subwater tank looks cooler. It grows cooler in a form, but there's so many moths that it just grows so much faster, and you can fill up the tank. But it sucks when you get too much moss because then you can't find anything. Yes, cleaning the lids are the worst. Actually, I really hate the polycarbonate lids because some of the edges are really sharp, so I have to have like a specific brush. And then sometimes the algae from the sponge filter bubbles up. So in the back area of the lid, it forms this algae, and you have to like scrape it off. It's disturbing. Better than glass lids though, because I don't have to be careful, but you have to be careful with glass lids. So not too bad. It's just that what I do is I actually take them all off and I stack them in order because obviously we have rows and rows. I have 300 plus lids to clean. So I just take the row and I stack it in order, and then I scrub them down, rinse front, back, and then put it in order, and then come back in. It's not too bad, but I definitely have all the hacks for cleaning lids, that's for sure. June says, I keep track of all my aquariums with only Oscar's notebooks. That's a good idea. I would have to if I did it. I would forget where I was. It's not hard when you have a whole rack and then you know that you did that rack because it takes an entire day. So by the time you do the next one the next day, you're like, okay, I remember doing that. Welcome in, Misfits, Reptiles, and Aquatics, Brennan. Hello, Pile Aquatics. Welcome in. Oh, we did not do the giveaway. I guess I'm going to pull it without him. Hashtag little boost. And we are going to pull that now. We're a little behind on here. All right. Let's go. Woo, Matt. Hopefully you don't it's not a live animal, so you shouldn't be able to kill this. So email us. And I think that's hilarious. Grant would have said something even funnier. He's taking his sweet time cleaning up that mess. Congratulations, Matt, on winning the boost. I'm trying to find the right button. And we'll announce the next giveaway probably in a minute when Grant gets back. And get that hashtag ready. Oh no, I just ruined everything. All right. Crowntail said, Shelby, what's the process before you put water and shrimp in the new tanks behind you? Lights are super bright. What types? So those ones are those are the fluval lights.
You think they're bright, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
They get super bright.
Look how bright they get. They get so bright. They're ridiculous. They actually get really hot too. They're really good plant lights that Fluval sells. But so the process before water and shrimp. So right now we're just doing a dry start process, which some of the plants did not seem to make it, but we knew that was going to be a possibility. But right now, oh, cool, he's got a box still. Usually make him throw these out. This is the light. Let's see if I can get that closer. It's a really cool light. I don't know if that was good enough to read. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's really cool. It's got different settings you can use on your phone and make it different colors and stuff. We've never done that, but
they are
really good, great for plants.
Brighter on screen than they are in person, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no water in the tanks, but and then obviously after we start getting the plants to grow a little bit better, whatever does make it, then we'll fill it with water, and then we cycle it for 30 days, do a water change, then we test it to see if it's ready. If not, we'll cycle it a little bit longer. Me? Yes, I did. Matt won. It wasn't livestock, so he won something he can't kill.
I'm sending him tangerine tigers with it too, whether you like it or not. You kill these ones though, you've got problems, my friend. Gotta be able to keep these ones alive. No excuses. Just keep the Axe spray out of the tanks, and we'll be fine.
So, but after we do the water change and the parameters are right, then we'll add the shrimp in.
Do you have this ready to go?
Yes. So we'll start with that. We are so far behind.
So you went about the 2 weeks of running.
But we do need to start the next giveaway because we went 5 minutes past.
The next 15. One wasn't starting at 15 until 15.
What?
We're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Not yet.
All right. So we're gonna do Crypt Keepers.
No, that's in 5 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that they're all ready.
Come on.
Keep up
You're
in
annoying.
Chat. Come on.
I'm trying. All right.
Can't believe you did it without me. So upset.
I mean, you took too long. That's your fault. Maybe don't flood again. That's your fault.
She made a big deal about something in my teeth. I don't think any of you could even see it.
Didn't make a big deal about it.
You did. I mean, you should have seen the look.
Advised you. Oh no! I hope you feel better soon, Gina. And I hope you're feeling better, Ed. I know you had to cancel your live stream last week. I'm trying to catch up. Sorry. Yes, hot sauce is the best way. So I go to our. I use chili sauce. That's the best. Doesn't sound great. I have to wait till we get out of the restaurant so people don't think I'm dying from a chest infection. Oh. Welcome in, George. Says, got to scrape and put in aquarium plants over 100 long fin pepper cories. Oh, nice. I love cory cats. They're so a good staple in the aquarium hobby, I believe.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like, I'll get rid of them for a couple years and then I'll be like, oh, I want my cory cats back. They were so cute.
You should have seen Josh's face when he saw one of the cory cats.
Welcome
one
in.
of the babies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
9 Sanoa. I guess I got that right. So when is your dog Shrimp going to be on the show?
He made his appearance already. It's in one of the live streams before. Maybe Crypt Keeper has it in his notes, like Grant gets attacked by shrimp. But I don't know when it was, but it was not a good thing. He knocked into the mic. He can rip out cords. So he's part of the reason why we built the room inside our living room is to keep him out. And it's perfect because the way that the two stands are built, there's just enough room for a 55-gallon trash can to fit through. But if you turn it sideways with the handles, it won't go through. So it makes the perfect dog stopping door. So we put that right out there, turn it, and he can't get in here.
Yeah. And we're also on a temporary setup still because we have not found the perfect thing to fit on our fireplace and for the live stream. So we have 3 tray tables. He would take them out and everything would break and we would have no more live streams. Dee Dee said, do y'all have some blue jellies?
Sadly, no. This is a shrimp that I kept way back in the day and it had no popularity. It seemed like nobody wanted them. And I didn't have room for all the tanks that we have now. It seems crazy, but at one time I was like, 55 tanks is all I can do. And I kind of had to pick and choose what colonies I wanted to breed. I also thought that was the most I could keep at the time, just because of like how much load it was on work. And we figured out how to make things more efficient. And now we are where we're at today, keeping over 300 aquariums in the house.
LJ said, I'm interested in seeing the Neos on Moonlight Sand Substrate. Yes, they seem... We're going to just have better quality for those for sure. And I enjoy seeing them.
And I would like to do a video where I put maybe 2 of the exact same types of shrimp on the ends. So one is on the Samurai substrate, the other is on the Moonlight. And I can go from one tank to the other to show the camouflage reflexes and how much better they look on the darker substrates.
Anakin said, oh my God, thanks guys. I feel so normal now. Tanks 5 high I do not have. I will show my kids this and they will not call us hoarders anymore.
It's not hoarders if you're putting it to use. Just think of it that way. As long as there's something in it, you're not hoarding. Now, if you have tanks in the garage or in your closet and you're not using them, shame on you. Put them to work.
So we're hoarders? Speaking about closets, before we get to this question, we forgot to mention last week about how we have our friend Dante who comes and takes care of our dogs while we're gone on vacations. Well, he's got a new girlfriend, which is lovely. She's awesome. But, you know, they were coming home from wherever they were together, and she came in. She had to use the bathroom. And normally we don't have people over and stuff like that. I just didn't think of it when we're leaving. They were searching for toilet
And fun
paper.
fact, Dante can't poop unless he runs the shower for 2 hours, so I didn't think to leave toilet paper in the bathroom
You
for
don't
him.
need to do that. Fun fact. Gosh. Okay, return. Okay. But anyways, good thing he doesn't watch us. But anyway, she was like, I was looking everywhere for, toilet paper, and I went into the closet, and I was like, of course they got more tanks in the closet. But little did she know, those aren't tanks, those are bugs. They're
No, she
all
said
in my
more
ice
fish
box.
in
More
the closet
fish, yeah.
or shrimp in the closet. And Shelby's like, oh no, those are bugs. And she's like, those are bugs in your bathroom closet? Like, I just wanted
That's all
toilet
that's in there.
paper. So,
and the
but
air vents at the very top.
it's Crypt Keeper segment time. You may start it now.
I will bite your finger off next time. Everyone will have to watch that live. Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
No, wrong thing. There we go.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Hey, Grant, Shelby, and chat. Up here at
I
camp
don't know
today,
if you
so I
guys can
probably
hear it.
won't be in the stream tonight.
Go all the way
but
down.
I do
Can you
have a
guys hear
question I
this?
wanted to ask
I feel
you
like
guys real quick. So last night I was doing some calls on my pure black line tank,
It's not
and I
working.
happened to find a red one. So
Our
are
mic
these
is
actually a
also
pure
horrible.
black line,
So,
or should I start calling them
not our
a
mic,
crystal black
We're
shrimp?
just gonna have to watch 15
Any and all help
seconds.
is appreciated. Thank you so much.
Oh, they can hear it.
You're terrible.
Oh man. All right. I'm sorry if you guys couldn't hear it, but at least I watched it beforehand. And basically, Crypt Keeper wanted to know what his crystal shrimp were. This pure black line started to throw red crystal shrimp. Now, the pure lines of shrimp, they call them pure lines for a reason. And that reason is because they will breed true 100% of the time. They will never ever throw the other color. So, listen. If it wasn't me, it was going to be Shelby.
You in the
But anyways. So, if you have pure black line of shrimp, 100% of the babies, 100% of the generations should always throw black. And the reason for this is there is zero red pigments in that line of shrimp. However, with certain importers in the United States, they are all about making as fast money as they possibly can and as easy as they can. And what they do is they buy the cheapest shrimp they can, and they don't care about the pedigree, the quality, the lines, or the genetics. And they certainly don't breed the shrimp out themselves to find out if it's legit or not. So the cheap pure black line were passed on, and sadly you ended up with a line that has been tainted with the wrong genes, and it is no longer a pure line of shrimp anymore, and you must call it just a normal crystal shrimp. There's really nothing wrong with that, because a pure crystal shrimp is only worth as much as well as its grade. So you can easily have, some really nice crystal shrimp be worth even more money than pure crystal shrimp. It just takes some line on the work and
work on the line.
Work on the line. Now,
That's why I should listen to you.
I don't know I can't remember if Crypt Keeper asked me this question or if it was in his chat on what he should do with those shrimp or not. So stay tuned next week. That'll be a part 2 of that question. You won't be able to hear it. Let's just move on. I got roasted. I'll know next time that it's working, even though we can't hear it. So I'll see the chats.
Welcome in, Skipper.
No, what did Dee say about the hollow eye shrimp? Come on, Shelby. I can't be the only one.
Do you still have those hollow-eyed shrimp?
I do have them. I do not have them available, though. Halloween, they sold like hotcakes, and I get it. it really made sense with everybody wanting to continue. We got a new member.
Welcome, Fantastic Freak. So that you just read up the membership. And here's your shrimpy. Something's wrong with our speakers altogether.
Yeah, I just don't think we can hear because we can't hear that.
Something's
we can't
wrong.
hear the Trump shrimp dance off.
Stop it with my shrimp. Stop being
Listen.
so mean.
It is what it is. I saw that. Shut up, right, Dr. Anthony. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Thank you. You answered Dee Dee's question.
Yes, I answered Dee Dee's question.
And then the next one was Nano saying that I should have got a picture. I do have a picture of Grant on top of this specific tank stand. Yes.
Oh, yes.
That is going in the video. Well, you know, it's funny. I didn't film a single thing, but like you working on it with Josh. That's all I filmed of this tank stand being built. I haven't had time to film it, and we were just painting in like the weirdest times of the day.
Do you want to bring up that question down there?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, I don't want to get that far out of it. But when are we doing the next giveaway?
At 15 minutes.
15,
Yes.
right? Okay. So an hour and 15. So that's in how long? 10 minutes? 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, we'll announce the next giveaway. Okay. So I went past where it was. So there we go. Welcome in, Skipper. And Anthony said the fish bones were all mine. Crown Tail said, Grant, sir, do you calculate weight prior to building the rack? Is it metal or wooden?
So the racks are wooden. I have no longer calculated the weight because when I first built my one rack, we calculated everything for Jaden's rack. And since I did Jaden's rack, everything in the house after that has been replicas of that rack. So even the smaller rack that only holds 16 aquariums that Shelby basically did all by herself, that's next to the kitchen, that's just half of Jaden's rack. Layla's rack is exactly the same as Jaden's. The rack that is on the wall is 2 of Jaden's rack with a Band-Aid and an extra row. And I know that the extra row on top holds the exact same amount of weight as the row in Jaden's room, and the stand holds the same amount of weight because the bottom rows on that rack and this rack are all on the 2x4s that are on the ground. So the bottom part of the rack isn't actually being held up by these supports at all. So I haven't had to make any other calculations, but there were some very large doubts when we set up the tank for 110-gallon stand, and they made me basically doubt myself, and I redid all the calculations, and I was good by 2,000 pounds. So that's enough. No, that's a ton of wiggle room. And then I forgot about the bottom row being on the bottom supports. So I'm well overbuilt, and the tank in Jaden's room is quite old. Nothing has ever gone wrong. And since then, we have actually pre-drilled holes before we did our screws and everything like that. So
Luca finally made an appearance.
I don't know how he got past the garbage can. I don't know.
Where are you at? There you are, buddy.
You can't just call his name because he's deaf. He's going to trample on you now.
Yeah.
All right, take it off of him before he gets too hyped up.
So cute. Yeah. Everyone loves to see a dog.
But,
well, listen, I thought you were done with that question.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
You can move on.
So Ling Ling asked, what do you recommend to do when your order of shrimps and there is some DOA? Do you just remove dead shrimp and continue to acclimate and leave shrimp in that water they came in?
So it depends. If the water quality is still decent, I just remove the shrimp and then start the drip acclimation. However, if the water is super, super chalky and just milky and there's just some shrimp that are like barely swimming around. It depends how much DOA. If the majority of the shrimp are dead and there's like pink slosh in the bag and there's some shrimp swimming around, I'll just pop those out and throw those into a fresh tank and skip the acclimation altogether, because chances are they're not going to survive if you keep them in that water much longer. But if there's not that many dead ones, just pop them out and start your drip acclimation, and you can start a faster drip if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Scuba says, I know, right? Grant's holding the gooder shrimp for himself.
Yes.
Dr. Anthony says he loves golf, but bad at it. So we could ride in the same car and we could suck together.
I also suck at it, but for whatever reason, I feel like being outside and doing something you're horrible at, but every now and then you have a good shot and it makes you feel good. You live on those good moments.
Laura said, haven't tried Boost, got lots of moss sword, Java frog, but so Boost is very, very easy and really, really rewarding when you do really good water changes. It rewards with a little flower sometimes. So they're really cool. You have to get some Boost. It's definitely one of my favorite plants of all times. Welcome in, Vinosky.
But Dr. Anthony is right. It is slow growing.
Yep.
And we set up several tanks up top for Boost tissue cultures, so that way we could grow them out and have snail-free, well tank-raised Boost.
Last box farmers would golf with you if they lived in Florida. So you have all these golf friends that you could be talking shrimp and fish to. Shelby's rules. Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. We did just watch, what was that? I can't remember what the show was.
I don't even know what you're talking about, because we watched Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm like,
See?
I don't know
Bonnie
why
and
you're
Clyde,
referring to that. I have no idea where you're going with this one, Shelby.
I don't know either.
Oh.
See, Beauty and the Buds resorts to sticky notes on each tank. That's people with really bad memories, so it makes sense. It's really good for you. There was what was that show that they had? Someone couldn't remember anything, and there's 1,000 sticky notes everywhere, and the person was like, "What's wrong?" Welcome in, Mark. So it might sound silly, sorry, but what is Paracaridina?
It is a wild type shrimp. The super princess bees, the blue bees, are all Paracaridina. It is possible that the raccoons and stardust are also Paracaridina, but more research needs to be done. I gotta figure out who to go to even do that research.
Right. Welcome in, Myrtle.
Done. And we probably have the largest, groups of raccoons and stardust in the United States to send off to be tested.
You ain't sending my raccoons.
I'll send an entire tank.
No.
For science!
No, it's mine. Aaron said, what can black crystals and tangerine tigers create?
So those create a bunch of orange with black dots, some black little stripes, not really bars or anything like that. It takes a lot of work to create anything decent out of those. But the tangerine tiger gene is just so dominant that you get a lot of ugly, mudded up tangerine tiger looking shrimp. Really nothing cool. Both of these shrimp together, when you cross them, are not the cross is not worth nearly as much as the original shrimp. So if you have nice tangerines and nice black crystals, you're better off just keeping them pure. They're worth more that way.
Moon just said, just wondering if Babalti shrimp are considered Caridina shrimps, or are they their own root?
I think they're a Caridina, but they're a different type of Caridina. Don't quote me on this. This is something that me and Alex need to collaborate, and I need to learn more on my Latin and stuff like that. We need to have a stream where he comes on to our channel. He's been on our channel before, but that was with the Scape channel and everybody else, and we were more talking about aquascaping and stuff. We need to have him on where I just fire off shrimp-only questions.
Should start having guests.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
After the holidays party.
Welcome in Ricky DeHoyas and Annette. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Geek Voices, I have got too much subwassertank. I could never say that. I love subwassertank so much. I think it's like the coolest freshwater. Shelby agreed with the superior looks of subwassertank. I just like the way it grows. So we have like this one clump that grows in like a dome shape, almost like Patrick's house on SpongeBob. I hope that was a good enough description. Mm-mm.
It sucks.
I don't think I want to know what you use the dishwasher for. Do you use the dishwasher for lids? Was that when I was talking about lids? Could you imagine stacking them all in? Actually, it would probably be a really good idea if I just had just a dishwasher for lids. Go rogue. Crypt Keeper says hooker moss looks really cool as the clumps grow in. Had a couple pieces with an order of shrimp. It's so cool, and now it's growing like mini bushes. Yes, actually they do. They look like little mini hedges if you were to trim them right. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's one of the cooler moss that we have for sure.
So, Grant almost won. I can imagine you go, yep, I won. See you later. Signs off. We finally made it to the congrats. We are that far behind. I'm trying to go fast. I'm so sorry.
It is also time to start.
I say this too much. The next one.
Yes. So this is going to be for the yellow neocaradinas. So hashtag yellow, right? Is that good?
Yeah, I guess it's pretty basic.
I just wanted
yellow.
you to agree with one of them.
I wasn't going to,
right.
but I'm going to because you said that I don't agree with you. So I'm proving you wrong. God,
Nice.
BB says, why do you use lids on all them tanks? I hate any lid. Anyways, always in the way, an extra thing to clean and cost.
Because if we didn't have lids on all of our tanks, the drywall would start melting from the humidity, and we would just have wood and stick frame house left.
So
and slosh on the floor.
Yeah, I'm already having issues with the humidity in the house. Just it's humid in Florida to begin with, and apparently I'm aging. The thing we do as humans. But you can tell there's an improvement. Also, the bubbles would actually be a lot louder. Not only that, we have some pumps that are a lot stronger than they're supposed to be. So we wouldn't be able to fill the tanks up all the way. So it would be up, and then the bubbles would be splashing out. And let me tell you how many times that's actually happened to us. That we had a lid off, and the bubbles were splashing out. We're like, is that tank leaking or something? And then you find out it's just the bubbles from the sponge filter overdoing it.
Or when Shelby takes a sponge filter that wasn't working, and the hose is cranked out, and then she goes outside, and then it creates like a motorboat trying to turn on in the water, and there's like splashing everywhere, and I gotta go over there and put the lid on it for you. I'm not the only one that floods people.
You definitely flood.
I just flood way better than you. Okay, I'm just way better than you at it. All right, you're just at a rookie level of flooding. I step it up.
You're
all right?
terrible. Beauty in the Vet says, are you guys dry starting growing plants? Which ones? Moss. So I would never really recommend moss. That's not. It's okay to do.
It's
some
good
of
if you're
it,
trying to grow it for like a terrarium or mass produce it, but if you're going to sell it or give it to other people, it's just like I can take a clump of our moss that we sell at the shows and put it in a 10-gallon tank, and it is going to fill up that tank more than I want within 6 months.
If you have softer water
and you do your water changes. It still does it though in our Neo tanks.
Yes,
our Neo tanks are still popping.
In the softer water.
Yeah,
it twice as fast.
All right, a little bit, but that's because of the nutrients in the substrate.
Yes, I just want to recommend
because of the lower
dry
pH.
starting.
But
unless you're doing it on like a tree or a rock or something that it can grow onto, don't just throw it on substrate and expect it to do well. Like trees are fine, like things like that.
But in these tanks, we got some foregrounds like Monte Carlo, some dwarf hairgrass, some glosso, and then we've got some crypts, some Laguidia, and then that's about it for now.
no.
Yeah, some Hygrophilea pinifiliata.
Okay. So
And then some of the Pogos Helferide downline. I think that's it. Just something to get started, something that's going to look nice behind us.
so you say you never win, and you finally won. So our shrimp climb into their neighbors' things.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
it's going to happen. Right now we have what looks exactly like a fancy tiger, not a low grade, not something that could just pop down from above in one of the Thai tanks or something like that. It is straight up what looks like a fancy tiger tank. The closest fancy tiger tank is the next rack below it, and these aren't like the racks that we have that we built. It's a husky metal rack. That shrimp must have went on some kind of adventure, some type of way. I have no idea in order to make it up into that tank. Or it's a mutation and it looks similar. But chances are it just went on a huge mission.
This light is making me look weird. I don't know why it changed the color.
Or maybe it was Amish and it had like its year to go explore the world and it just decided to stay there.
What do you do when you order shrimps and there is a DOA? Do you remove... Oh, we already answered this one.
Yeah.
It came
Maybe
up
it took
again.
too long to
Yeah,
answer it.
I'm so
They
sorry.
asked it again.
Shrimp is a majestic little man, and he can't help it if he's got junk in the truck that takes quartz out when he comes through.
I worry so much when we bring some of the elderly guys from our fish club over. He just knocks them down, and there goes their hip. You know what I mean? He just, and he's not gonna do it on purpose. He just he goes to get out of one person's way and knocks over another person. It's just he's a wrecking ball. That's why I gotta build these tanks nice and sturdy. Shelby hates when I do that.
Yes, and it stresses me out. He doesn't understand anxiety at all. And he is just a ball of anxiety, just so you know. But Crypt's gonna find that song that annoys me.
He is gonna find the song.
13 years.
He
I'm tired
hasn't
of
done
hearing
the
it,
video
honestly.
yet. I can say that. So.
It's funny, don't get me wrong, but like when he sings it 6 times in a row, I'm gonna lose it. It's like that little kid that won't shut up.
I want to sing it so badly, but then I'll throw it off.
Like Keisha said, I might be a hoarder. Tanks in the storage unit, the closet, at my mom's house. I'm gonna have to start storing it at my dad's house so I can say that we're hoarders.
Another thing that we got going on, the guy that comes by and watches our
That'd be
house
nice.
that takes 2 hours in the shower, running the shower to poop. His grandma has a tank, and when I say tank, it's like a 50, 60 gallon aquarium, but it is as I don't know. It's got the colored gravel. It's got little ornaments in it. It's got a 1.5 foot long pleco. So the pleco is going to find a new home in our swimming pool. The gravel is going to find a new home in the trash. The ornaments I'll probably donate to the aquarium club. But we are going to pimp out her tank and give her a nice planted. I don't know if we're going to do a biotope or what we're going to do, but I promised it would be done by Christmas Eve. They usually do something every Christmas over there, so I told her it would look nice before the holiday party. So.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's so great. I took a picture of it and making sure that everyone, when I tell him to be quiet, I'm just going to send him this picture of the chat of just shut up, Grant. Yes, Grant, we can hear. Yeah, we can hear if you just shut up. Oh, that's so funny.
Maybe somebody
No
in
idea
chat.
what you said. He was sorry.
Who's Dr. Anthony meaner to? Me or Skipper? I like to think that he's a little bit meaner to Skipper. So whenever he's mean to me, I'm like, I like Skipper a lot. He's really mean to Skipper. So I might be all right.
That's funny. Oh. When will you have Aurora ties?
All right. So I have somebody that requested and pre-ordered some. I have some that might be Good. The problem with the Aurora ties is they looked really awesome with the first cross, and then maybe F2. They were showing like Aurora blue
Oh
pattern.
my God! Did we miss it? Or
No,
okay,
no,
in
no.
10 seconds.
No. At the 30. At the 30.
Okay.
You got 5 minutes. Enough time for
Hashtag yellow.
this.
I already forgot.
Yellow. All right, but the
It's
Aurora
colors,
ties
so.
looked really good for first 2 generations, but then after that, the goal was to make Galaxy Pintos. And after you get the double pigment, it's really hard to go back. And my Aurora
All he asked
Pintos,
is if do you have
just-
Aurora ties?
I
What are you
know
going
I'm
on
explaining
about?
why I don't have the proper Aurora ties and why they've been taking so long.
Okay.
But if I believe this is also the person that pre-ordered the Aurora ties. So if that's you, message me. I believe I can do you justice finally. If it's not you, you're gonna have to wait. I can do you second in line. It's just gonna take some time.
We love you, Grant.
Why was it a question though? Dee Dee, you're breaking my heart right now.
Do you know these metallic shrimp I just started hearing about? We have definitely a lot of different metallic shrimp.
Yeah, we've got a few different kinds: the purples, the boas, the Galaxy Pintos. But they're still on the rather expensive end. All of ours were made in house. I never went and bought metallic shrimp, so I kind of keep all of mine. We don't really sell my project shrimp that I'm still trying to mass produce.
Chrissy, can we hurry the stream up? Almost my bedtime. Being a middle schooler like Scotty thinks. Someone did say it looks like a younger version of Alex from the History of Living in your Aquarium. Oh man,
I don't see it.
it was way up there.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't see it.
No.
Not at all.
How many tanks on each rack? They all differ.
36, 36, 100, 90, 26, 46, 16, 3, 3, 1, and then the other tanks that are on like various countertops, but you didn't ask about those.
Yeah, I had to ask him like 6 times to count the,
You didn't ask
the
how many
tanks in
tanks
the
are on the
living
top
room.
of the refrigerator. I don't know
DD
why.
said, I just can't imagine how y'all take care of those tanks. You two are my heroes. They're kind of in your way. So when you're like, and you also like, we have such a like big heart for the animals too. So when you see it and you're like, oh man, I'm going to have to do that. So, I mean, we'll be up sometimes till like 3 a.m. Filling water trash cans.
Tonight will be a long night, whether we're doing live stream or not. I gotta fill up those tanks or they're gonna keep us up in the bedroom.
You're right. They
I'll
did
be up
last
for an
night.
hour. I'll get them all topped off past the filter, and they won't be making a
Yeah, they did loud.
noise.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have a couple of fish in the house too. There are a couple goals. Welcome in, PA Fish Preacher. Said hello, Grant and Shelby. Will you have more shell dwellers? We just took them off the website because it's a little too chilly for them.
And it's too chilly here, so like
yeah.
leaving them at the post office
If
here
you
where
have
they're
a
gonna
warm
get
week,
cold.
If you have a warm week in Pennsylvania, we have plenty of them.
Yeah.
We just took them off. If the weather's right, and for us and for you, then we can send them out. But if it's too cold, those are the one things we will not be shipping because we refuse to do heating packs. There's no point in them.
Well, the testing
I
on the
guess we
heating
could.
packs,
We could
though,
do the shell
the
dwellers.
heating pack testing though is just like it's a hit or a miss. Sometimes it stays, but like also it is the time of the year where the holiday backed up, so I didn't want them being like an extra 4 or 5 days. Once I get a reliable heat pack from if Ryan is shipping a type of heat pack, I will use exactly that, and I'm sure I can trust that get you guys through the winter. But I'm not doing that on top of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales that will be going on this week.
That sounds like a deal. Ed said Steve-O and him should come down here sometime and look at all those tanks and take them out to eat.
So
That's a deal.
we
and we're
do
also
have
making it exclusive, by the way. Most people are not allowed to visit.
we do have the Airbnb. It is $1,000 a night.
Stop. They said dinner. Well,
it is
they're taking out us to eat, though.
256 aquariums in the room that you're allowed to be in. And sadly, though, We don't have a bathroom situation worked out yet. That's all we gotta get figured
You
out.
think we're gonna add another bathroom in here?
Boom! Fireplace bathroom.
My
We
gosh.
don't need a fireplace. Turn it into a guest bathroom. Airbnb. This is complete. $1,000 a night. We can afford to turn that into a toilet
Yes,
and
that
a little
was
sink.
shrimp.
That's all they need. They can use the shower on off hours.
Yes, Crypt Keeper, that was shrimp. And Thea's the cuter one. You know, I'm just kidding. Everyone thinks shrimp is
Thea's
the cuter one. Stop! Thea thickums. She's my thick dog. Oh,
She's got eyeliner. She's emo.
he is
She's
awesome.
emotional.
He is a wreck, though. He barrels through the back door, has broken the doggy door off of the metal frame that I was on. There was like 30 screws screwing that in, by the way. I don't know if he thinks he's going to get trapped in the doggy door when he's coming in and out, but I mean, he comes full force, like, boom, through it.
He's
And I
got
mean,
it
he's
in his
broke our
mind.
trash can. I
If
mean,
you're not going a certain miles an hour, you won't make it through the portal. Because we've put trash cans and stuff in the way to block him when certain people come over. But he's figured out if he just runs fast enough, he can get in. And at that point, when he's knocked over the obstacle, we just leave him in. So then he just full force 100 every single time since then.
Chattanooga. I said, yeah, we should try February, January. It's when it's past the Christmas season. That sounds like a perfect time.
And it's nice and warm here where
February.
it's freezing where you're at. You're going to love it. We just had a buddy of
February's so
ours,
busy.
Josh, come down from Missouri, and it snowed while he was down here, and he's like, I don't want to go home. I'm like, I don't blame you, man. That looks miserable.
Hey, Zen Ginger. Yeah, that'd be great. And we can go do some collecting, see some cool spots. See, it depends on how cold it is because it gets a little cold still.
And the thing about Florida is it's humid. So when it's actually cold here, it doesn't get cold enough for it to snow or, get any ice on the road or anything like that. But it's always humid and muggy and just miserable outside. So you feel it in the bones and your marrow. It's disgusting. I hate it when it's cold. I already checked. I just checked probably when you had said this.
By the time he reads it, it's trying to be too late.
No, I'm gone. I left. I wonder if I left right when he sent that. I think timing was pretty
find some
good.
college student to do DNA testing on shrimp. That's a good idea.
So the only reason why I would do like a glow shrimp project was if I could get.
We're way past the time we were supposed to draw. Again, we're terrible with this. I'm so sorry.
Hashtag YOLO. You got like 10 seconds. Get it in while you can. This is your fault too.
No.
This is
all your fault, Grant. You're the man.
Let's go.
Ready? What is going on? It's not working. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Vibes! Yeah!
All right.
Yellow!
Congratulations, my man. Vibes. Send us an email at granteater@gmail.com and we will get you that shrimp, that package of yellow shrimp sent your way. We'll be sending all of these out next Monday, by the way.
And we still got one more giveaway. When are we announcing that?
And we saved the best for last. We're going to say that for last minute, of course.
Well, okay.
All right.
All right.
Back to chat.
Said I just checked my shrimp. I got a blue diamond with eggs. I'm stoked.
Congratulations, man. You'll be entering that shrimp contest by the end of next year for sure.
What do shrimp wear in the kitchen? Aprons.
That's great.
We're going to make aprons with prawn shrimp on them. That'd be great. Oh, I love it. That's pretty good. I like that one. It's 10:14. Let's see how many Rico behind they are. It's 10:34, so just one. Just one, right?
We're one Rico and like an Eric Wyrock behind. No, I think Eric is really far behind. That was a horrible, horrible. It
Dr. Anthony
skipper
says,
behind.
why not me? I am a scientist. I know the proper way to say the scientific names. You all massacre them. I hope I don't do a bad job.
I know what we'll be doing on
I
the
hope
way
I
home.
slightly just stab them.
I know what we'll be doing on the way home from the airport. Schooling me in scientific names.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Myrtle said, Shelby, you mentioned getting water in the polycarbonate lids. I don't remember what they're called, but I used to stick plastic things on the exposed edges so they stayed dry. That's a good idea. So what I was going to do is fill it with silicone and do that, but that like with 100 of them, it's going to take forever. So I don't know.
It's only 400 lids, not 100. Only 400.
Only 400.
Only.
It's just the way they're cut because we cut multiple sheets.
Some of them aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Some of them we just have to do the fronts. So.
Yeah. Do you all sell hooker moss?
We do, but Dr. Anthony, he took the last of our hooker moss before I could grow it out big enough to sell to people. So I will still be growing it out until I have enough to let go on the website. It shouldn't be that
Kelly.
long. We spread it out between a bunch of our newer tanks, and it is growing a little bit better in there.
Craig said, guys, I flooded my last place with brand new carpet. That's so hard. I was like, oh my God, I'm in big trouble. Carpet's a big no. I don't actually have like any fabric in the house, like curtains gone, rugs gone. We're gonna bring another rug in, but like I just like the doors and stuff, so that the dogs. But anything that can get wet, gross, or soak in dog smell, no thanks. Nope. I'd rather hang up shower curtains than curtains.
She replaces the dog beds every 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, I try to wash them. They just don't wash properly. It's bad. I'm also allergic to my dogs. That's a big reason.
You're killing me, Holmes.
This is your fault.
No, it's your fault. You're supposed to have something lined up for me and ready to go.
There's a lot going on in chat. I'm gonna use Amish shrimp. Love it. Grant looks a little Amish. So who said that? Josh? Josh just said he looks Amish.
So Shelby makes me cut the mustache because she says it stabs her every time I go to give her a kiss.
I mean, it's like kissing a cactus.
So she always makes me cut it. But I've got to have the beard.
I just say buzz it. I didn't say cut it.
It just gets way too cold, or I get burnt without it. The neck
and Layla doesn't
ruined.
like how he looks.
Yeah, Layla absolutely gets ridiculously upset when I take anything off the beard. She's like, "You don't even look like my dad anymore." Walks out of the room just really frustrated with me.
I love her.
And if anybody's meaner than me than Dr. Anthony and Matt, it's definitely Layla. But she loves me the most, so I'll take it. But yeah, so Josh comes here for a good week, and I've got the longest mustache that Shelby let me get away with, and he doesn't even say anything about it. And then I cut it off, and it's like, why'd you shave off the beard? I was like, because Shelby, and he yelled at Shelby. He's like, Shelby, why are you making this man walk around all Amish?
It was bad.
And then I get allergies because the filter's gone.
Hey, Kevin Tam said, what air pump do you recommend for the shrimp rack? Alitas.
Alitas are very quiet, and
when we have 1, 2, 3 of them within 4 of them in 10 feet. And they're very quiet compared to everything else. What is wrong with you?
And I love Shelby even with her mustache. Yet she makes me trim mine. What is the deal with that?
You weren't even supposed to share that yet. I haven't even made the video yet. Goodness gracious.
Well, if you're going to leave things on my phone, I'm going to share them to people.
Jerk. Yeah, Alitas. It depends on how many tanks that you have, which Alita you would get from like what is there 30,
They
45,
have a 6.
80.
They have a 6 if you have like around 12 tanks. It should be all right. But I like to take the number on the Alita for like how many tanks you can crank out. So like up to 10 maybe for the 6. But then they have a 15. They've got a 40, a 60, an 80, a 100, a 300. We've got the 100 powering 110-gallon tanks. I feel like it's got enough power to do more, but yeah.
Do you have things that aren't on the website?
We have some orange Neo Culls. Did you put those on the website?
No.
I took a picture. So we need to get those on the
How am I
website.
supposed to do that when you took a picture literally like an hour ago?
All right,
I've
well,
been
when
gone.
we get off this live stream, I'm going to do the water changes. You're going to put that
All
on the
right.
website.
James Taylor said the tangerine tigers and snails showed up today in great shape. Thanks so much for the extra.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that,
Awesome.
sir.
Welcome.
You had them tangerine tigers in your cart for a while because we took those off of the website like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and then an order came through, and I was like, how did that? Oh, yeah, the cart thing.
Is there a difference between green jades and green emeralds? Yes. If there is, should you separate them in their own separate tanks?
I bet you Crypt Keeper did an amazing job, and then he did. Look, boom. This guy is amazing. Somebody sent him some free shrimp food or something. He has earned it.
That was it? I thought you were going to answer it.
No, the video explains it. That's a little bit too long. We're gonna go way too far in chat, and then we'll miss the giveaway, which starts in 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Probably 5 minutes. Are you calling me yellow?
Well, jaundice.
I feel like that's what this light is doing to me right now. Welcome in, Jess. How you doing? I see Fishymon is in here. Welcome. Hello, Jerome. This cough just won't go away.
At least it's better than last week's. Last week, I thought we were going to have to get the plague doctor here and start going, bring out your dead.
Matt said, can I use your shower while you're using it? You're not going to answer it? He's asking you.
That's an soft stream answer.
Too much. 75 there in California.
Yeah, it was nice and warm today. We actually ate outside. It was nice.
Yes, the glow shrimp would be pretty cool. The glow betas are really disappointing me though. They look like they're just zombie betas. Like they died and came back to life.
If they come out with glow shrimp, it would be my ultimate shrimp to put outside in the pool because I hate selling shrimp out of there. But it would look so cool. I'd probably like rope off the koi fish so I could breed like a massive sidewall of glow shrimp in the pool.
You would need the black light to make them glow, really.
We would put an underwater black light,
welcome in
light
Mountain Greenery
that we actually already have in it.
Oh, man.
Just wait on those, Sandy. If you're watching, I'm your guy. I just request DNA testing on all my shrimp. That's it.
Crypt Keeper says, where can I pick up Hooked on Phonics Latin Aquatics edition? That's good. Oh man, that's what someone should name it if they ever did something like that.
You need to like get on that, Crypt Keeper. You're the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
You and Dr. Anthony sit together on some Zoom chats, and you guys can put that together.
So actually, you know what? It would be so expensive to use, but there's JB Weld, and it's an epoxy, and it cures in 5 minutes, and it's just like silicone, but it's an epoxy. So, but it's just like it, but it would be so expensive. Do you sell hookers too, by chance? No, we got out of that. Got out of that.
Yeah. We found a bug in the house. Had to stop.
Anthony says, "What? I'm the nicest person in the world." Mike.
To Shelby.
Hello, Mike. I've never seen you message before. Welcome in. You need to be more excited.
Oh no, I am. I was thinking of a joke
Oh,
with Mike that I
welcome
can
in,
actually
Snoop.
tell on stream.
Do I look like an Amish woman?
I don't know. I read that and then I was like trying to say a joke, but
Like Isha asked, what size Alita for 20 tanks? The dog scared the crap out of me because she hasn't moved this whole time till
oh
just now.
man.
What I have right now is so loud.
So here's the thing. The Alita 15 will work, but the Alita 15 is louder than the Alita 100. So I would honestly go for an Alita 40 with a blow-off valve and a silencer at the end, and it'll be way better. You'll have room to add on more tanks in the future if you ever want to expand and whatnot, and it'll be the quietest thing you can. But honestly, there's probably something from Gemco or one of the other brands that would be a better fit for that. Chew. No, excuse me.
Berkeley says, I locked the front door on my husband when he came home without his beard. He left the mustache. It was horrible. I made him shave it off. Work made him shave his beard. I was so mad. I told Grant the only time he was allowed to do that was I wanted to be Bob's Burgers and Linda Burger for Halloween. It would have been great. And I was like, you could just shave the beard. It would have been weird, definitely. But
It's
funny.
Do the live
Have
giveaway. It's for a gift card. Hashtag TGOE.
Why did you do that? I haven't even started it. What is wrong with you?
People. Sorry.
So it's going to be hashtag TGOE50 for a $50 gift card to our website. You can start entering now. Sorry. Oh, man. And Dr. Anthony said, when I start my YouTube streams again, my first stream will be how to announce scientific terms. I will be on that immediately. I love that. Welcome in TFI Aquatics. Says, will you be going to the Pasco or the Tampa auction on December 3rd? Both auctions are on Saturday, December 3rd. Wonderful. We have not figured that out yet, so we'll have to figure that out. I swear, oh my gosh. I thought I saw you walking that way. I think it's reversed. Is it near?
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, I thought I saw him walking that way, and then he was in front of me. Man, I thought I saw a ghost. I guess the Pasco and Tampa auction are both on December 3rd.
No.
So we got to choose it.
That's not true.
I know Tampa's is on December 3rd.
I know Tampa's is.
So we'll have to look.
But that's not Pasco's because Dr. Anthony Mazzarella is speaking December 10th at the Pasco Aquarium Society.
Yeah.
So we will be at both. Shelby will be bringing her world's famous Pavlova to the Tampa Bay Aquarium Society. I'll make Layla make it if that's going to be it. She knows how to make it better than I do probably at this point.
Yeah, she does.
She started the giveaway. Hashtag TGOE. $50 gift card to the website. By the way, you're going to get it in time to use it during our Black Friday sales. Everything is buy 10, get 3 free, and all shrimp plants and some of the shrimp food are marked down. Oh, and the fish, 20 to 50% off.
Why is there so many pop-ups coming up?
I don't know.
I think Grant should fly Dr. Anthony out to Florida, and then they can work on it.
He will. This is happening. I'll have Shelby film it for you, Matt. I'll bring the gloves. Is that what you're wanting? I'll just give Dr. Anthony the gloves, and I'll just give him all the free shots he wants, and then you guys can just see it.
It's a beautiful Amish woman.
He says he's a heavyweight, so.
I'm sorry. It's funny. Sorry, Grant. I usually give you the attention, but couldn't pass that. Oh man, I think I would look like an Amish woman. My hair's not dyed. It's terrible. It's hilarious though.
Oh, Shelby.
I could live off the grid, that's for sure.
I need you to turn the butter.
I would be terrible at that. I would get done with it. I would be like, no, someone else do this. I'm done.
That was my first ever Amish accent. If that came out good.
No, it was terrible.
Dang
Don't
it.
give him the
But
satisfaction.
you say it's horrible, and then all my friends are like, dude, your accent's on point. And I'm like, really? Because like,
your
Shelby
friends
just,
are trying to be nice to you.
destroys me.
Because I'm honest. I don't understand. Today we were at Friendsgiving and someone's mom made something for one of the things, and it's like it's just potatoes, butter, and frosted flakes on top, like corn flakes.
Okay? Is horrible.
And like it wasn't bad, but like everyone, like someone was eating it, okay, and they were like, yeah, it's good. And then like someone else was eating it and they're like, wow, this is so great, this is so good, so good. And she's like going on about it. I just looked at the guy, I'm like, wait till I try it and I will give you an honest opinion, and I'm not gonna tiptoe around it. I'm gonna tell you whether it's good or not. It was okay.
All right, Snoop asked, what color do you recommend for Black Rose? I recommend a gray if you can do the samurai soil. It is just dark enough that the Black Rose put on their best, color that they possibly can, and you can still see them. Black is great, but if you throw them on white, they can lose some color quite a decent bit. There are the higher grade ones that won't, but a majority of them will lose their color. So if you throw them on white, it's not really a good look for them.
Ed said, can I use it on the yellows?
Use what on the yellows?
The $50 gift card.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can use it on anything on the website, even Aquachar. You can use it on the Shrimp Envy Foods or anything else that your heart desires. And, Ed, I have some orange Rillies just for you, by the way, when you're ready for them.
Laura said, Shelby, you should design an illustrated shrimp types book. That would be pretty cool. That'd be fun. I haven't actually taken the time to draw a shrimp. I did once for a birthday card of Grant's, but that was it. Do you even know where that is? I wonder where that went.
In the drawer.
I tried. Yeah, Amish to Irish. Irish is just too strong with this one. Myrtle said, what do you call shrimp that keep getting hit? Accident prawn. That was a good one. I thought he was actually asking a question, and then I realized it was a joke. Let's go. I need some more Aquachar. Look at that. We caught up. That's never heard of.
No way.
Yeah. I might have skipped some people, but
all right.
hopefully
Well,
not.
If anybody asked a question, Ed asked, can you use the gift card for an 8x10 autograph? No. But you can, however, give us our address because I have a hat for you eventually, senor. I want to send it
Give
to
us
you.
your address. You said that weird.
Huh?
You said give us our address.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think he wants to give us our address.
You didn't know this, but I stay with Ed in the springtime.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Gives me a break. Goodness. It's okay. You can slack off if you're doing water changes. But if you weren't, then I would be very disappointed. Oh, Myrtle said, oh my God, they hit the bottom of the chat. Scotty said, Killy's update. Eggs, what you got going on? Absolutely nothing. Haven't even done a water change on them.
No tanks are yet cycled for her to do anything with them yet. No. So as soon as there's a couple tanks cycled, she'll be all over it. But have you messaged the people? Where are we on t-shirts? Are they waiting for your decision?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right, tomorrow.
We have not had a decision because I am deciding on whether to get, maybe Chad can help out with this decision.
Okay.
Decently plain t-shirts that have our white logo, or should I get our nice logo on it and I don't. That's not a good way. Or green or blue, was that the other decision?
It was blue with a white or green with a white logo, but it wasn't any color to the logo. It was just the white lettering, white outline. I think it was something nice to start with, and then we can do, bigger loads later, but it did suck because it was going to be like just a black hat with the white logo on it.
Yeah.
And so we would have to order twice as many shirts, and I said, just do it. And Shelby's like, I don't want to spend that much, and then they suck, and then they're, I don't know.
Yeah.
So should we use this company and do one run of the cheaper shirts, or should we trust the company and go all in and get the better shirts? Anybody have any suggestions?
Is there a way that samurai soil can be bought in larger quantities, like 50-pound bags?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Just got a good deal on a used shrimp tank. Got it at the prawn shop. And then he added, was that overkill? Love it, love it. That's a good one, half and half. It says blue and white, which not bad. Half plain, half cool logo. So blue and white, should we shrimpify it? So it's cheaper. It says if you go with quality, then people will more likely get another color later.
I don't think it's not that they won't. They'll be good quality, but that's what I'm saying. I think if we had different types, I think the shirt itself will be good. It's just the logo itself. But that's why I was like, if we got the one type first and did a run, then did a second run of the different logo after we were happy with the t-shirts. Because when we did the t-shirt through Spring Tea, it came back and I was like, I don't like these t-shirts. I don't want to sell these.
Right.
So Shelby's worried that we're going to invest twice the amount of money. We don't have to wait. We can just do this click of the button tomorrow.
Yep.
And spend twice the amount of money so we can get twice the amount of t-shirts. And then they'll actually put the colored logo and everything. Otherwise, it'd just be, white like Ed's logo. I like Ed's logo. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm worried about the hats and the shirts being like uncomfortable or something, and then I don't know.
Yeah, white shirts were a big no-no, Laura. I don't really care for white. I get things dirty too fast. So it's blue and green were the options. The green ones were a little too bright.
It was the logo was white.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a lot of white. Can you bring it up on the phone?
Yeah.
I don't know where my phone even went. I lost it. It's gone now.
What time is it? We almost time to pull that.
It's time to pull it, but I guess we can show the shrimp proofs real quick. Hashtag TGOE50 if you haven't yet. So this is what the shirts would look like.
But it's our logo.
I don't like the green, so we were just going to do a small run of the blues, and then if the shirts were good, then we'd do a larger order with our logo on it. So Jamie said
I use
blue.
That's where we get our stickers from. Maybe. Matt said I gave her a compliment and she skipped it. I'm offended that I look good as an Amish person. Like, I don't generally think that they have the best care for themselves. So now I'm only going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Don't worry, Matt.
They only use all natural organic products.
Yeah, and they also, they don't look like they're taking care of themselves. Have you seen them? Most of them have really poor dental care. Said I like the blue, green. So we're having a lot more votes for green. Hashtag TGOE50 to get in there if you are just coming in. Like the blue. They both look nice. They're like both look so good.
So, do you guys think we should run this, do a small order as the first run of t-shirts? Or should we go big and do the logo? Because we don't even have a sticker or everything. But if you go to our website, tgoeshrimp.com, you'll see the logo.
See, Michelle, I believe if you're going to invest in something, do it right the first time. I like the green. That's what I was thinking. Is that I wanted like our actual logo and color and like the hats. Like that was my main point, is the hat not being just black and white. That bothers me a lot. I think that our nice logo on top of the hat.
So then just go for it. Tomorrow, tell them, and we'll send them.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And Arctic Winds, happy Thanksgiving.
We'll send them the money and get it
We
done.
didn't say that at all. That's crazy.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah. Happy
Florida Fish
Thanksgiving,
Rescue.
everyone.
Welcome in.
All right, run it.
Hashtag TGOE50. About to choose it right now.
Don't.
Don't.
A little out of tone right there, Shelby. Oh,
What? It's.
how is this happening? What is going on?
How did that happen?
This
That's
man
weird.
needs to go buy a lottery ticket. He's on fire tonight.
Right, you say that you never win and you win 2 times in the same stream. I didn't even think that was possible. What? Rigged.
I would say it saves me
I've
on
never
shipping,
seen
but
that.
like one's a gift card, so
Right,
it's like
it's another time.
you didn't even win the right 2 items, Matt.
Oh man, Danikin, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said, "Go big or go home."
One of my favorite phrases.
Yep. See, that's what he said. Thank you so much, Kenny.
I feel like it's rigged and we're the ones that did it.
I know that. I didn't
feel
know
like
it was possible.
Matt did something in StreamYard.
Matt's taking his winnings in showers.
I think Matt's way
$50
smarter
of showers.
than anybody thinks. Like Elon Musk smartness, and he just rigged both of those right there.
Oh man. Ryan said, recently a local fish store mentioned Achilles Club in the area, but don't know anything about it. I'm fairly new to having aquariums, so been looking into things around me. Are you in Florida? Because we do have Achilles Club around here too.
I saw like a virtual Achilles thing going on too on Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
I believe so. If you're part of the Achilles Association, they have special
if you need more information on that, feel free to message Shelby on Facebook and she can get you the link for that. It's an online Achilles Club.
And George said, can you win more than once in one stream? Apparently.
Yes, absolutely. So stay tuned for next week. If you didn't win anything this week, we have plans for giveaways all month long next month. And it will be everything from Caradina shrimp to gift cards. Might even put together something with some other companies. We also have Crypt Keeper donated a freshwater medical emergency kit. It's like a whole box kit combo, comes with a lot of great things. And we'll be not raffling, but that sounded horrible. We'll be giving that away when Santa comes up on our stream, along with the Fish Fam Christmas that could possibly happen. I don't know when those start going on, but I imagine it's going to be sometime next month, early next month, because there's a lot to be given away for that. So check.
Said Galaxy Fish Bones?
I've been trying.
Yeah, for Christmas.
I don't know
That'll
if
be the only
Shelby's
thing I'll give away.
saving them for a special stream or something like that. The Christmas stream. Is that it? So Galaxy Fishbones Christmas stream. We'll be giving them away. Dr. Anthony's not going to be happy about it, but
he has his own. He has his own.
He'll be
this
going
is a different, separate one. Don't be upset. Maybe he'll win both of them. But thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and I'm glad we got all those winners, and hopefully you guys will join us for December for our multitude of presents and giveaways for December. Thank you all of our super chatters and all your commenters. We wouldn't be anything without you guys, so I hope you all have a really good happy Thanksgiving and enjoy all your time with your families and friends.
Thank you, Danikin and Eric Wyrock, for your donations tonight. Much appreciated. And Dr. Anthony for joining as a membership. Did I forget anybody?
And Fantastic Freaks also joining.
Awesome.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
If
Man.
you're still here, welcome in Scruffy Cities. And goodbye. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.